welcome to my class. Welcome to my class. We are on to the poem from the first unit of standard 8. We are about to study a poem written by Rabindranath Tagore. I know he needs no introduction because we are very much familiar with Rabindranath Tagore, the Nobel Prize winner, author of Geetanjali. His poetry is basically a spiritual one. That is a lot known to us, and he is also a very famous Bengali writer. As it was written in the profile, he reshaped Bengali literature. Okay, we are on to the poem Tajmahal. Before we begin the poem, let us have a look at this video. The great work of art, Tajmahal. Look at the different pictures here. The great monument, one of the 7 wonders of Indian, one of the 7 wonders of the world, an example of Indian architecture. We shall look back once again. Okay. Go through the poem for a while. You know, Emperor of India, Shah Jahan, that life, youth, wealth, renown all float away down the stream of time. Your only dream was to preserve forever your heart's pain. The harsh thunder of imperial power would fade into sleep like a sunset's crimson splendor, but it was your hope that at least a single eternally heavy sigh would stay to grieve the sky. Though emerald, rubies, pearls are all, but as the glitter of rainbow trickling out empty air and must pass away, yet still one solitary tear would hang on the cheek of time in the form of this white and gleaming Tajmahal. We know about Shakespeare, William Shakespeare. His 37th place. He is normal, but his famous works made him immortal. He is normal, but his famous work made him immortal. Likewise, we know Rabindranath Tagore. He was born in the year 1861 and he passed away in the year 1941. We still remember Rabindranath Tagore for his work of art. his Geethanjali, his contribution to the Indian literature, his contributions to the Indian art. His contributions makes him immortal. So, Rabindranath Tagore is point outing the importance of art here. Art excels time and history. He is telling us that art excels time and history. Before we begin the poem, let us go to the difficult words here. Look at this. Look at the meaning. Take down this meaning. New, അറിഞ്ഞു. Renown, reputation. Preserve, guard against change. Harsh, rough, unpleasant to hear. Fade, disappear gradually. Grieve, to cause grief to. Solitary, alone with no one around. A bright green precious stone, emerald. Ruby, manikyam, pearl, മുത്തുകൾ. Tear, a drop of liquid that comes out of your ear, കണ്ണുനീർത്തുള്ളി അല്ലേ. Again, imperial, related to an empire. Heave, to make a sound slowly with great effort. Gleam, to shine. Crimson, deep. Fascinate, to evoke an interest. Survive, to remain alive. Sigh, to draw a deep breath. നെടുവീർപ്പിടുക, വിലപിക്കുക. Float away, to move in a direction. Glitter, shine. Splendor, magnificence. Eternal, seeming to last forever, അനശ്വരമായ. Beloved, darling, പ്രിയതം. Okay. Let us come to a text. You know, Emperor of India Shah Jahan Emperor of India Shah Jahan, that life, youth, wealth, renown all float away down the stream of time. Life is immortal. Youth is immortal. Again, what else is immortal? Life is immortal, youth is immortal, wealth is immortal. Life, youth, wealth and renown. Fame is immortal. നമ്മളുടെ പ്രശസ്തി, സമ്പത്ത്, യുവത്വം, ജീവിതം, everything is immortal. He's pointing out the life of Shah Jahan, the Emperor of India, the Mughal Emperor of India. Life, youth, wealth, renown, fame, everything is immortal. all float away down the stream of time. So he is comparing life, youth, wealth and renown to the stream. ഒരു അരുവിയോട് എന്ത് ചെയ്യാണ്? കമ്പയർ ചെയ്യാണ്. Like a stream which flows down. Life, youth, wealth and renown, fame is immortal. It won't survive the stream of time. സമയമാകുന്ന ആ അരുവി അതിനെ എന്ത് ചെയ്യാനൊക്കില്ല, ഇവയ്ക്കൊന്നും അതിജീവിക്കാൻ പറ്റില്ല. Your only dream was to preserve forever your heart's pain. So everything was immortal, and what was your only dream? Your only dream was to preserve forever your heart's pain. നിങ്ങളുടെ ഏക സ്വപ്നം എന്തായിരുന്നു? Forever your heart's pain. To preserve forever, to keep forever your heart's pain. നിങ്ങളുടെ ഹൃദയവേദന. What do you mean by this heart's pain? What did the poet mean by the heart's pain? Mumtaz Mahal, wife of Shah Jahan. Mumtaz Mahal, his beloved, died when she was too young. So she wants to keep her memory forever. So he wants to keep her memory forever. So what did he do? The harsh thunder of imperial power would fade into sleep. He says the harsh thunder of imperial power would fade into sleep. All these things he know. What all things? Everything is immortal. All these things would fade into sleep. അപ്പോൾ ഇവയെല്ലാം ഇമ്മോർട്ടൽ ആണെന്ന് താങ്കൾക്ക് അറിയാമായിരുന്നു. ഇവയെല്ലാം ഇമ്മോർട്ടൽ ആണെന്ന് താങ്കൾക്ക് അറിയാമായിരുന്നു. എന്തൊക്കെ? The harsh thunder of imperial power, that life, youth, wealth and renown. So ജീവിതം, യുവത്വം, സമ്പത്ത്, പ്രശസ്തി, അതേപോലെ ആ ഇമ്പീരിയൽ പവർ മീൻസ് വൺ, ദ ഗ്ലാമർ ഓഫ് റോയൽ പവർ, ആ ഒരു രാജകീയ അധികാരത്തിൻ്റെ ആ ഒരു ഗമ, ആ ഒരു പവർ, all these would flow down like the stream of time. It won't survive, it won't last for long. So Shah Jahan wanted to keep something forever, to build a monument. Like a sunset, crimson splendor, it would fade into sleep. So it would fade into sleep like a crimson sunset's crimson splendor. All these things would fade into sleep. All these things would pass away. What all things? Life, youth, wealth, renown, the harsh thunder of imperial power. All these things it will not last long. The poet says, earlier he says it will flow down into the stream of time. Again Rabindranath Tagore says it would fade into sleep. ഇവയെല്ലാം ഒന്നുകിൽ സമയത്തെ അതിജീവിക്കാതെ കടന്നങ്ങ് പോകും, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ അവയെല്ലാം അങ്ങ് മാഞ്ഞു പോകും, ഉറക്കത്തിലെന്ന പോലെ മാഞ്ഞു പോകും. ഏതുപോലെ? Like a sunset's crimson splendor. The harsh power, the royal power, the pomp of imperial power would fade into sleep like sunset's crimson splendor. സൂര്യാസ്തമയത്തിൻ്റെ ആ ഒരു പ്രൗഢി പോലെ it will vanish when it becomes dark, when it becomes too dark, when it becomes night. രാത്രിയാകുമ്പോൾ സൂര്യാസ്തമയത്തിൻ്റെ ആ ഒരു ചെഞ്ചുമപ്പ് അതെല്ലാം എന്ത് ചെയ്യും? It will disappear, it will vanish, it would fade into sleep. When we go to sleep, when it becomes too late at night, all these things would vanish. ഇവയെല്ലാം എന്താകും? നഷ്ടപ്പെട്ടു പോകും. So it was your hope that at least a single eternally wait. So it was your hope that at least a single eternally heavy sigh would stay to grieve the sky. So he decided to build a monument so that it would stay in the sky to grieve forever. This monument, Tajmahal, is a symbol of grief, is a symbol of sorrow, and that symbol of sorrow would last forever. It would always remain eternal. ആ ഒരു നിശ്വസിക്കുന്ന നിശ്വാസം, ഹെവി സൈ, ആ ഒരു നിശ്വസിക്കുന്ന നിശ്വാസം, ആകാശത്തിലേക്ക് തല ഉയർത്തി നിശ്വസിക്കുന്ന ആ നിശ്വാസം, it would always be eternal, അനശ്വരമായിരിക്കും അത്. So he decided to build a monument for her, for his wife Mumtaz Mahal. Again, what does the poet says here in the next stanza? Though emerald, rubies, pearls are all. Emerald, rubies, pearls. Let us see the picture of all these jewels. Emerald, മരതകം അല്ലേ? See the picture? Emerald. Again, ruby. See? Ruby. Again, pearl. See? Pearl. So, what is there in the poem? Though emerald, rubies, pearl are all, but as the glitter of a rainbow trickling out empty air and must pass away. Yet, still one solitary tear would hang on the cheek of time in the form of this white, gleaming Tajmahal. Though emerald, rubies, pearls are all, but as the glitter of a rainbow trickling out, empty air must pass away. So, emerald, rubies, pearls are all, but they are all not long lasting. Emerald is not long lasting, ruby is not long lasting, pearl is not long lasting like the rainbow. like the rainbow which appears on the sky from empty air. Everything will pass away, but what will withstand the passage of time? What would withstand the passage of time? This wonderful Tajmahal, this white, gleaming, shining Tajmahal. ഈ മനോഹരമായ താജ്മഹൽ withstand the passage of time. Gleaming. I have written the meaning already. Gleaming. Shining. തിളങ്ങുന്ന. Okay. Though emerald, rubies, pearls are all beautiful, they are not long lasting. Like the rainbow, the glitter of a rainbow pass away, the glitter of everything will disappear, will vanish. But one solitary tear, solitary, alone, solitary, alone, particular. Wait. Shall write it more clearly. So, one solitary tear, ഒറ്റ തുള്ളി മതി, it would hang on the cheek of time. It would hang on the cheek of time. One solitary tear, only one tear is needed, not drops of tears, only one tear. It will hang on the cheek of time. കവിളിൻ്റെ, സമയത്തിൻ്റെ കവിളിൽ അത് തങ്ങി നിൽക്കും. ഒരു കണ്ണുനീർത്തുള്ളി മതി, അത് സമയത്തിൻ്റെ കവിളിൽ തങ്ങി നിൽക്കും. ഏതുപോലെ? ദിസ് ബ്യൂട്ടിഫുൾ വൈറ്റ് ഷൈനിങ് ഗ്ലീമിങ് താജ്മഹൽ, ഈ മനോഹരമായ വെട്ടിത്തിളങ്ങുന്ന താജ്മഹലിനെ പോലെ. All these beautiful stones, emerald, rubies, pearl, everything will, the greatness of everything will vanish like a rainbow which glitters on the sky, on the empty sky. ഈ ആകാശത്ത് വായുവിൽ പ്രത്യക്ഷപ്പെടുന്ന ഈ മഴവില്ലിൻ്റെ ആ മനോഹാരിത പോലെ അവയെല്ലാം എന്ത് ചെയ്യും? It will vanish, it will disappear. But one solitary tear is needed. It will hang on the cheek of time. സമയത്തിൻ്റെ കവിളിൽ അതിങ്ങനെ തങ്ങി നിൽക്കും. In the form of this beautiful Tajmahal. In the poem, poet uses so many figures of speech here. Figures of speeches in the form of images. Images can be visual, again can be auditory, etc. Can you tell me the visual images? The sunset's crimson splendor, the wet picture of sunset in its crimson color, the splendor, the beauty, the grace of sunset in its deep red color, that we can imagine in our mind. we can draw in our mind its picture. So again, there are so many pictures. The word Tajmahal itself brings us the picture of that great structure. Again, the words emerald, rubies, pearls, everything draws the image of its own images. Again, rainbow is an example of image. അപ്പോൾ ഇവയെല്ലാം കാണുമ്പോൾ നമ്മളുടെ മനസ്സിൽ ഓടി ഓടി അവയുടെ ചിത്രങ്ങൾ നമ്മളുടെ മനസ്സിൽ തെളിയാണ്. സോ ദീസ് ആർ ഓൾ ഇമേജസ്. അഗെയിൻ there's an example of auditory image. Can you tell me what is the example of auditory image in this poem? The harsh thunder. The harsh thunder. When we read the word thunder, the sound of thunder echoes in our ear, echoes in our mind. ആ ഒരു ഇടിമുഴക്കം എന്ന ഒരു ശബ്ദം, ആ ഒരു വാക്ക് കേൾക്കുമ്പോൾ തന്നെ ഇടിമുഴക്കത്തിൻ്റെ ശബ്ദം നമ്മളുടെ മനസ്സിൽ ഓടിയെത്തുകയാണ്. സോ ദിസ് ഇസ് ആൻ എക്സാമ്പിൾ ഓഫ് auditory image. Then there are similes and metaphors here. Look here, the sound of harsh imperial thunder would fade into sleep like a sunset crimson splendor. See? Look here. The harsh thunder of imperial power would fade into sleep like a sunset's crimson splendor. Look at the word like. So, what is the poet telling us? The imperial power, the grace, the pomp, the glamour of imperial power would fade into sleep like what? The sunset crimson splendor. സൂര്യാസ്തമയത്തിൻ്റെ ആ ചുവപ്പിൻ്റെ മനോഹാരിത മായുന്നത് പോലെ ഈ രാജകീയ അധികാരത്തിൻ്റെ ആ ഒരു പ്രൗഢി മാഞ്ഞു പോകും. സോ ഈസ് കമ്പയറിങ് വൺ തിങ് ടു അനദർ. Simile. What do you mean by simile? We can look at the definition of simile here from the net itself. Simile. If you have any doubt regarding these poetic devices, you can browse internet. See? A figure of speech in which two essentially unlike things are compared. Two unlike things are compared. നമ്മൾ മലയാളത്തിൽ എന്ത് പറയും? ഉപമയെന്ന് പറയും അല്ലേ? പരസ്പരം ഒന്നിനോട് എന്തായാലും പറയുന്നേ, ഒരു വസ്തുവിനെ മറ്റൊരു വസ്തുവായിട്ട് എന്ത് ചെയ്യുക? കമ്പയർ ചെയ്യുക. ടു എസെൻഷ്യലി അൺലൈക്ക് തിങ്സ് ആർ കമ്പയർഡ് ഹിയർ. ദേ ആർ നോട്ട് സിമിലർ ബട്ട് ദേ ആർ കമ്പയർഡ്. That is a simile. Again, we can see other examples of simile. Life can be described as similar to a box of chocolates. Life is not at all a box of chocolate. We can compare. We can say life is like a box of chocolates. അപ്പം ഒരു പെട്ടി നിറച്ച് മിഠായി പോലെയാണ് ജീവിതം എന്ന് പറയുമ്പോൾ നമുക്ക് വേണമെന്നുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ പോലെ എന്ന രീതിയിൽ കമ്പയർ ചെയ്യുന്നത് കൊണ്ട് വി ക്യാൻ സേ ഇറ്റ് ഈസ് എ സിമിലി. ഓക്കെ, അഗെയിൻ ലെറ്റ് us come to text. The harsh thunder of imperial wood, yes, it was already told. Then there is another example. though emeralds, rubies, pearls are all. See, though emeralds, rubies, pearls are all. Though emerald, rubies, pearls are all, but as the glitter of a sunset, of a rainbow tricking out empty air, must pass away. Emerald, rubies, pearls are all beautiful, but they will pass away like the glitter of a rainbow tricking out empty air. So here emerald, rubies and pearls are compared to the glitter of rainbow. അപ്പോൾ എമറാൾഡിനെയും മരതകത്തെയും മാണിക്യത്തെയും മുത്തിനെയും എന്തിനോട് കമ്പയർ ചെയ്യുകയാണ്? റെയിൻബോയോട്, അന്തരീക്ഷത്തിൽ ഉയർന്നു വരുന്ന വെട്ടിത്തിളങ്ങുന്ന ഗ്ലിറ്റർ ചെയ്യുന്ന ആ ഒരു റെയിൻബോയോട് കമ്പയർ ചെയ്യണം. അനദർ എക്സാമ്പിൾ ഓഫ് സിമിലി. In the poem, poet Rabindranath Tagore tells us that all the wonderful things in our life, youth, wealth, renown, everything is of transient nature. But what is eternal? What is eternal? Our creation is eternal. What we live after our death is eternal. He quotes us the example of Shah Jahan. His creation, his contribution to the world architecture remains eternal and will remain for a long time. So everything, what is eternal, what is immortal in our life is what we live after our death. നമ്മളുടെ മരണശേഷം നമ്മൾ അവശേഷിപ്പിക്കുന്നതെന്തോ അതാണ് അനശ്വരം. He tells us with the example of Shah Jahan. So this poem, Tajmahal, is a tribute to Shah Jahan, the Mughal emperor, who created a great work of art in the name of Tajmahal to memorize her beloved Mumtaz Mahal. So thank you. Go through the lesson. Read the poem once or twice or thrice. Try to understand the meaning, try to understand the message of the poem. Then if you have doubt, you ask me please. Thank you.